The Easter long weekend meets low prices at Dan Murphy's. That's right, whether you're headed to Whoop Whoop or just staying put, Dan's have gotcha on the long weekend. With the lowest prices on a range that'll satisfy everyone from uncles to best mates. Avoid the Good Friday scramble and stock up the esky by Thursday so you can sit back and sip this long weekend. You get it. You understand. And if you found it cheaper, well, Dan's will beat it. It's as simple as that. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply, and choose to drink wise. Welcome to another episode of Make Me Good at Golf, a golfing podcast where three mates get together and try and improve their game of golf, and we're inviting you along for the ride. Joining me in this pursuit, Mr. 71 himself, Jamie and Fleming.
Long ball, how you going, mate? I've had a couple of rounds. I'm trying to get my handicap down, but the journey's what it's about, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Is there an end point? I don't think there ever is. Golf's a lifelong journey. And it's one of the things we love about it. There's no destination. It's just a journey.
Talking about the destination journey, where's the other dude?
Pete, Mr. 48, Peter Hellier. I've been looking around the studio. I can't find him anywhere. I've checked under the couch. I looked in the toilet. I checked the car park. Nothing. Mr. Hellier is he is a very much in-demand media personality. So he is away working on a special project at the moment, away overseas, which will hit your TV screens at some point later this year.
Is that journey, is he actually on some sort of new celebrity golf show that we don't know about getting a handicap down?
Right. I would have some serious FOMO, because I know where he is. I know the locations he's in. If he's playing golf for a golf show in those locations, I am not going to be happy for him. I'm just going to be wildly jealous.
Hey,
but I believe he may have played golf at one of these secret overseas locations, which we'll hear about next week.
Hey, long ball, what about the feedback, last episode or last week, you drove 304 metres, so the new nickname, Mr. 304.
Yes.
You also had 48 points. It was Jensen's, you got the drive. But
yes.
Has there been any feedback about the two new nicknames?
Certainly there has been from Mr. Hellier. He got in touch to say, welcome to the club, Mr. 48. He's starting to think he might need a new nickname, and I think that needs to be discussed. A new nickname for Mr. 48.
Yeah. Well, maybe our listeners or viewers could come up with something.
Oh, well, that'd be nice. Give us some feedback in the comments. DM us on the Instagram and let us know what you think. What would be an appropriate new nickname for Peter Hellier? If he's going to move on from Mr. 48, what could it be?
Yes. And what about Pete? Any feedback from his round with Wayne Phillips and Rod Phillips?
Funny you should ask that question, Flem, because last week we gave Pete a pretty sizable clip. Wayne Phillips, who's one of the loveliest blokes in Australian sport, Flem, I think everyone would agree. But he did give Pete a bit of a clip for a couple of what he described as odd decisions Pete made on the day, like hitting the ball into a driving range, then hitting the second drive and not counting the penalty. And there was something else as well.
Aries on the driving range, Lehmo.
Aries on the driving range, that's right. So Pete listened to the podcast, safe to say, not over the moon, and has sent this video in to defend himself.
G'day legends, Lehmo and Flem, and all listeners and viewers of Make Me Good at Golf. Just want to say, enjoying the podcast. I've been listening while I'm away. Thought it was going to fall apart without me, but sadly it hasn't. Congratulations, Lehmo, Mr. 48. I guess I need a new number. And Flem, so close to the New Zealand Open, but not quite there, but a huge effort. Well done. I was listening to the summation of my Royal Adelaide round, which I thought was a bounce back after my live golf efforts, which I wasn't happy with, and I was very honest about that on the podcast. And you decided to get a cricketer who I happened to be playing with, Wayne Phillips, to basically trash my game, which I thought was interesting. Why would you get a cricketer to talk about my game when I was playing with a US Open runner-up, Steve Lehny, a legend, and I was playing against him. But I asked him, I thought, just can you share a few thoughts about how you saw my game? Because Wayne Phillips has a bit of yappity yap about him. But what did you see? Iconic, legendary golfer Steve Lehny, who's actually been to the US Open. What did you see in this boy's game? I thought I'd share these comments with you. Enjoy.
All right. And then, Pete, follow this up by sending through this video from the Australian golfing legend, Stephen Lehny.
Hi guys, it's Stephen Lehny here. Had the pleasure of playing with Pete Hellier just recently at Royal Adelaide. Found out he was playing off a handicap of 25, and that's fairly decent. Was a bit hesitant when I saw him putting gloves on both of his hands to start the day, but things went uphill from there. His overall motion and golf swing's actually very good for a 25 handicapper. He's got good weight transference, good balance. Chipping and putting were very good. Just needs a bit of work on his right hand grip. His right hand's a bit strong on the club, and he probably needs to toughen up a little bit, because a couple of the sledges that I gave him sort of cut to the bone. But apart from that, his golf game was very good. So good luck on your golfing journey, Pete.
There you go. Harden up was the headline I took out of Stephen Lehny's message.
Interesting, the messages between his partner, as in Wayne Phillips, disappointed that they lost.
Yeah.
And had to pay for the beers, compared to his opponent who won. Wasn't it? Different comments.
Different angles they each took, yes. I love the hesitation. Steve Lehny, clearly a lovely bloke, by the way. The hesitation. I found out he was a 25 handicap, and that's fair. Yep. And I also love, and Pete, he's got a pretty good swing for a 25 handicap. But very nice of Stephen Lehny to send that through. Well, let's hope the Peter Hellier Wayne Phillips feud continues on
we've got to get him. We've got to get him back together.
Yes.
Maybe you and me, Lehmo, long ball, take on Pete and Flipper, because Flipper is a very dry. I mean, Peter's dissed Wayne Phillips's game, the former Australian player. He's a single figure handicapper.
Yeah.
There's a bit of respect there.
Indeed. So, well, let's make that happen, Flem. That'd be great to get them to build the feud between Peter Hellier and Wayne Phillips.
Let's bring it on.
Flem, I only played the one round in the last week. I played I played the Drummond Golf Day last Monday. And on... oh, God, I've got to remember the day now. Thursday last week, I played Wodonga. I was doing a gig there last Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I played 18 holes at the Wodonga Golf Club. Again, another beautiful country course. One issue, they'd had loads of rain. So the bunkers actually were full of water. So you had to take
drops.
You had to take a drop out of the bunker. Funnily enough, the first time in my life, I played 18 holes and didn't go into a bunker. When I had the perfect excuse to drop the ball out of the bunker, I finally don't hit one in a bunker. But a nice course. Again, I'm loving all the wildlife I'm seeing. Let's have a look. Here are some of the ducks getting around the course. I was looking for a ball.
Yo, anyone seen my ball? Any of you guys? I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
And it's
Has
just...
anyone seen it?
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, they just had heavy rain, so there were ducks everywhere. There were cockatoos. I'm sure if you're unlucky, there are snakes as well. I didn't see any kangaroos. But, nice, a lot of wildlife there at Wodonga. Nice 18 holes. And the 9th hole, this is the big one for me for the day, Flem. 281 metre par 4. This one. So I get out the driver and I think I'm going to have a crack at this.
Yeah, you're
281 metres. So I get out the driver. I put it probably 20 metres short of the green. And here's my chip up onto the green. So I've had one to here.
What?
This is my chip onto the green. And I chip that to about 3 feet short of the green.
Pathetic.
I mean, honestly,
Now,
that is the worst part of my game by a mile. Infuriating.
Putt, did you?
And then I 3-putted. I had a 5.
Oh.
It took me 4 shots. I've driven it to 20 metres short of the green, and then I've had 4. The last 30 metres took me four shots. I mean, honestly.
But the chip wasn't bad, was it?
No, the chip didn't make the green. I didn't get to the green.
Oh, okay. It didn't look too bad, the technique.
So then I putted on from where it finished up, and then I just another 2 putts.
So long ball's going well, and it's still just a short game. Is that where you think you'll come down?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of improvement on my short game. My putting is getting better. I'm spending more time on the practice greens before I play.
Yeah. And that'll show down the track though. But at least your long ball, you're going to be having short wedges in. So that's where your focus should be. If you play, unless they're really long courses, is that you should be a long way down.
Yeah, I should be.
And if you 2-putt every time, you're just going to come down, aren't you?
Yeah. So I need to, I got to work on the chipping and the putting. I got to focus on those. I was playing when I played the Drummond Golf Day. One of the scratch golfers in the group, he said to me, "Just go to the range and only take one club."
Yeah.
He said, "Just take a gap wedge or just pick a wedge and hit 100 balls with that, and pick a target to hit at." And he goes, "Just hit 100 balls with that, and you'll just slowly get better."
And the other thing with that too, Lehmo, like I worked on that as well, is have a target, but say if it's 100 metres, be able to hit your pitching wedge. You'd be able to easily hit it 100, but be able to hit it 80 metres as well.
Yeah.
So you know what 100% swing or 80% and 60% swing is. That's what I think with my short game, whether it's 80, 60, or take it to your shoulder and get through, or take it to your hip and get through, or take it to your knee and get through. So I reckon that's where the short game goes around. Hey, have you found, even just playing 9 holes a lot in the last few weeks, has that kickstarted your game a bit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's been good as well, Flem, is playing with really good golfers. So the dude I played with where was I? Tamworth. The dude I played with at Tamworth, who's off +3. One thing I noticed about him, where if he was within 100 yards, his backswing was so short.
I know.
Really short backswing, and then hits all the way through the ball. And you know what? I kind of like that for me, because there's less room for error.
Yeah.
On your backswing, and then and follow through. So I think that I feel like I'm starting to adopt that as my within 100 yards or within 100 meters, my pitching motion.
The thing is, I think when we come up with these cunning plans, I think we need to bounce them off our coaches as well.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Do you feel that?
I need to get back to my coach. God, there's the thing I've said 1,000 times in the last 4 weeks.
And so how did your 9s go?
The 9-hole rounds?
No, your 18 holes, but what were you after 9 and what were you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I bloody shot the lights out. I was really hitting them well. So I'll get it up here for you. So I'll tell you exactly what I was off the stick. This is. So I'm going to my score history. Here we go. Front 9, 42 off the stick. and back 9, 42. So I've gone around an 84.
Oh, is that a new best?
I think it might be for me, actually. That may well be a PB for me. It's definitely a
I think it
PB
is.
on my score. But I think it's a PB, yes.
So I reckon I looked through your scores. Remember that it's all on my score, and
Yeah.
and you haven't I think it was 86 or 88. So you've got another nickname. Each week, you're Mr. 84 now. Remember when you were Mr. 90?
Yes, I still prefer Mr. 304. So 84 off the stick. Now, the Easter long weekend meets low, low prices at Dan Murphy's. Stock up early to avoid the Good Friday scramble so you can kick back and sip this long weekend. Found it cheaper? Dan's will beat it. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's applies, and choose to drink wise. I do have a handicap update after putting this round in, and I can confirm it was 18.1 last week. My handicap as of today is 17.4. 17.4, baby.
So you're off 18 virtually anywhere. You know, I'll still ask you, do you get a shot on this hole? That's my gag.
Yeah.
It's an 18 hole. Yeah.
I know.
That's my regulation.
Provided I can keep the handicap down. What I will miss is saying to you, that's an 8 for 1. It's my favourite score of playing golf. That's an 8 for 1.
Well done, mate. But I've still got that in my life because I played with my son Braden at Southern yesterday. And he's still the 8 for 1 guy.
Oh, yeah, right.
And we've still got it with Pete. So I played a couple of rounds. So coming off the 36 points at Royal Melbourne West.
Yes.
And that didn't affect my handicap because, it wasn't on my score, whatever. That would have brought my handicap down. I'm going, I am ready to rip it up here. And I've had a hit at Riversdale, 32 points, Southern 30. So it didn't play out the way I wanted to.
Oh, no.
No. I had a lesson with Stewie Leon, like a real quick one. So we're working on one, but we'll get some video if I catch up with him this week. But the Riversdale Cup's coming up. We're playing in the Pro-Am on Wednesday, the sponsors' day. So that will be mint. But, I think the groundsman just kept a little bit of furriness on the greens to make sure they get through the Riversdale Cup. And so the amount of putts that were going in that not only me or my 3 partners left short, I reckon it'd be in the 20s.
Oh,
and
really?
every time it happens, we're going, we've got to give it more. We've got to give it more. And, mate, and once you start to get on that roll, and every now and again you just punch one way past.
Yep.
So my general striking was all right, but my putting was abysmal.
So is there a handicap update for Damien Fleming?
So 5.8
Yes.
has gone to 6.4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Yes, disappear into that bush. That's where you belong. 5.8 to what?
6.4.
Oh, no.
So I get an extra shot, but it's called Make Me Good at golf.
Yes.
So you're getting good, not back the other way.
This is Pete Hellier's trick, is to go backwards, not yours.
So I do get an extra shot, which could improve my scores down the track. But, I think I need to go see Stewie Leon. And I'm not happy because you're really progressing. And it is tough to go from 6 to 3, my overall goal.
Yeah.
But and being pretty busy, still got a couple more weeks. But I think once we hit April, I'll be able to get into it a little bit more.
Well, Riversdale Cup on Wednesday. That's a good opportunity for us to get a couple of decent rounds in.
Yeah, and the
And-
greens won't be the same as Saturday. They'll be live. Though we're getting a little bit of rain, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, great news for you. Windy Pete's no update, me out, but this is significant because what was the goal that you put for yourself?
I wanted to get to 10, which everyone pointed out was ridiculous. Why wouldn't you say single figures? So I've amended my goal to single figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, a bit of the mental side, I've reread Think Like Tiger.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Hang on. But you've reread Think Like Tiger and your handicaps are blown out to 6.4.
No, I'm going to reread it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay? Because I need to think when I'm, there's a bit of furriness and it gets in my head. You know what Tiger would have thought? Go for it. Do you know what I mean? And he does have this little thing in here I read, which I put into my bowling. He used a traffic light system for each shot. So green is, obviously your easy shot, attack it. Amber is like proceed with caution. And red is, just get yourself back into play. Okay. Whereas I've been living in the green area, regardless of lie.
Hey, did Tiger use the traffic light system in all aspects of his life?
I think he did. It was very green around that Kingston Heath time.
One too many green lights, I think, for Tiger.
But give it a read, everyone. Think Like Tiger.
Think Like Tiger. I'll have a look at it. And could be quickly before we wrap up, Flem. Yesterday, I had to take my son to footy training early, him and a mate of his. So I went and picked up his mate, drove him to footy training, and we got there about 5 minutes early. It's about 5 to 9 Sunday morning. And I drop him off, and there's, parents are milling around, and I'm just standing there. And then I look across, and right there is the Yarra Bend driving range. And I think to myself, well, I don't need to watch footy training for an hour, do I? And I had the clubs in the back of the car. So I've dropped him off. I've said, Dad will be back in an hour. He goes, yeah, right, whatever. He doesn't care. And then I get back in the car. I went to the range for an hour. It was great.
Oh, well done.
Hit 100 balls at Yarra Bend. And I hit the gap wedge and the pitching wedge. And that was it for 100 balls. It was great. Felt good.
You got to sneak in. If you're going to keep coming down, you got to sneak in these extra little training sessions wherever. So that's the news of this pod, isn't it? That it's long ball Lehmo, it's Mr. 304, it's Mr. 48. It is now Mr. 84. Congratulations to you. And then just a little shout out at Southern yesterday, a group of guys come up, they'd come up from Stawell. One of their sons was a member at Southern. And they just said they loved the podcast.
Oh, great.
So shout out to them. So make sure you leave some comments and maybe come up for a new nickname with Peter Hallier. But Lehmo, long ball, this was
Make me good at
golf.
That's probably our worst one ever.
Yeah, baby.
That wraps another episode of Make Me Good at Golf. Now, why not make me good at long weekends with Dan Murphy's? Get your favourite drinks at the lowest prices. Found it cheaper? Dan's will beat it. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's applies, and choose to drink wise.